am back. So I am keeping my videos down to 5 minutes, and I touched on some very controversial topics in my last video. And in this video, I just want to kind of piggyback off of it and just continue a little bit, um, just to tell people that you need to operate from a place of love. You need to operate from a place of compassion and of courage. You don't need to operate from a place of fear. There is nothing to fear. You need to know this, and you need to operate as this, especially indigenous people. We have a huge responsibility and duty, and we have to properly identify ourselves and reclaim our identities and organize ourselves and mobilize and strategize and go forward. It is for the sake of humanity. It's not just for the sake of our children, but it's for the sake of all of the children on the planet, and the children to come on the planet, so that there still exists a planet for us all to share, and cooperate and, grow and evolve on and with, So I'm going to get off of my political conversations. I had just a very epiphanic day, if that's a word. There's been like epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. First my 9 ether hair did not want to cooperate, and I didn't really start messing with it until like maybe 10 minutes before it was time for me to leave out anyway. But normally it's just really quick. Wet it, brush it, zoop zoop, it's together. Today it was not the case. My necklace that I've made, it's made of copper, kept getting caught and entangled in it. I could not get the tangles out quick enough. Good night. And so I just decided that I was going to wrap it up, and put a little bun there. And it's like a turban, but it's not really wrapped in the sequential way that turbans are properly wrapped. However, I left out today, and I ended up being tested by an individual who tried to reprimand me without clearly having any authority to do so. And I did not premeditate what came out of my mouth towards them, but it came out, and it was really serious. Basically, I told this individual, number one, I know my rights. I know who I am. You're not going to speak to me in that way. I apologize to the individual for them perceiving me not speaking to them as a sign of disrespect. But I was having another conversation at the time. And after I declared who I was, basically, and corrected them and their disrespect towards me, there was a sister that was sitting directly in front of me who had right and absolute knowledge of herself, and she turned around and said, I am so appreciative of the fact that you have knowledge of yourself, sister. And I was like, wow, I appreciate that too. And we had such a beautiful conversation, just commending each other and just talking about different things. She is a bae, and there is no coincidence that me and her are in the same place at the same time. I typically wouldn't have not even been on that bus, because typically I leave a whole half hour earlier than what I left today, and I was supposed to go to an appointment that I didn't go to, but everything is for a reason. That was the first epiphany. It was just like, wow, the ancestors are really, really working. Unseen forces are in place and working. We have nothing to fear, everything is under control. It's just a matter of time before things are the way they're supposed to be, and it's going to be a matter of time, because it's going to take time to fix things. And the way the conditions that the world is in did not happen overnight, and it's not going to be overnight that we fix it. Although if we work collectively together, things can be fixed. When I say we, I'm talking about humanity. I'm not talking about a specific group of people. Each person have their own abilities and their own capacities, and if everybody knows what those capacities are and know what those abilities are and put them to perfect use, then we could cooperatively work together and correct the things that are jacked up on our earth. Anyway, the second epiphany was a young brother, and I'm going over 5 minutes, and that's okay because this brother was young. He was just vibrant. You know, he was in the train station and he was like collecting signatures for injustices, and I was just like, wow, you know. And his name is Elohim, and he just was in touch with who he is. And you know, I mentioned my young man to him, and he was like, you know, it's all good. You know, we got to go through the darkness to get to the light. And he just had these powerful, inspiring words to tell me, and he was there to assist me. And I just appreciate that brother, you know. I really, really do. I gave him my contact information, and I pray he reaches out to me, and he also reaches out to the young man that I was telling him about, you know. Then I traveled to my location, and I sat here, and I just was just like really in awe of how the day unfolded, you know. It was absolutely amazing and spectacular, and like I said, epiphany after epiphany. So I got to my studying. I am taking a real estate course. I'm getting my real estate license, and then I'm going to get my broker's license, you know. These are things I must do. These are things that I'm doing, you know, because I'm so drawn to the land and so drawn to delegating with it. And you got to be aware of how things are operating right now, you know. It's good to know our history and how things were designed to operate, but it's also, you know, intelligent to know how things are operating now, because how can I have an intelligent conversation with an individual on their plane of thought if I'm not aware of it, you know? I can't just always stay at the top, you know? I have to be able to travel in between, you know, and to get things done. It's just how it is, you know? Good night. So, anyway, it's like 7 minutes into this video, and I think that's enough time me saying what I have to say. Next video, I am going to sing something. I just don't know what it is, you know. I want to sing something original, but I don't have any of my original material like in front of me, so it might be like a freestyle or something, you know. Just me emoting, you know, how I feel. So anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Like I said, this channel is just gonna be everything, you know. It's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be truth. It's gonna be love. It is just an indigenous mother just being herself and sharing herself with the world, you know, not just with her close friends, not just with her group, not just with her tribe, but with the whole world. You know what I'm saying? With all of Gaia, with all of Mother Earth. You know, I'm sharing myself with you all. So I love you all. I appreciate you all for watching and for tuning in. And be inspired and know that you are master of your own destiny. So master yourself, master your feelings, master your thoughts, and master your destiny. And don't give that power to anything or anyone outside of yourself. Stay cool, stay positive, stay aware, and stay with love.